the universe has its new queen. Miss Denmark, Victoria Kjærtelvig, has just been crowned the new Miss Universe. The 21-year-old animal rights activist and aspiring lawyer made history, beating out more than 120 other contestants to become the first Dane to clinch the title.
She has been on everybody's favorite list. She's unique. Miss Universe has not had a blonde queen since 2004.
For the first time in over a decade, Miss USA failing to place in the semifinals at the pageant. A West Point graduate, Alma Cooper is the first active duty soldier ever to win Miss USA. She's currently also studying for a master's degree at Stanford. For over 7 decades, Miss Universe has been perhaps the most revered and beloved pageant on Earth. The spotlight from the international event, powerful.
Winning changes your life. If you look at the past winners, there is a clear career breaking point of before and after being Miss Universe. But even being in the top 5 can change your life in your country.
There are a million pageants out there of different sizes, calibers, and reputation. But the fact is, Miss Universe stands above all of them. Miss Universe is truly the Olympics of beauty.
But cracks in the crown have begun to show recently, painting a picture of an organization in disarray.
There's a reckoning happening in pageantry. It really, truly may be the end of Miss USA or Miss Universe.
From the contracts contestants must sign in order to compete.
What these women are waiving their rights to be able to sue, to me, is astronomical, and that's not empowering in any way, shape, or form.
To the legal troubles facing the owners.
Things got really bad between you quickly.
Yes.
To the pageant production itself.
It was a total disaster. It lacked that magic, that Miss Universe magic that many of us were accustomed to.
Rafa Delphine is a hardcore pageant fan who's been covering pageants for nearly 3 decades. He covered Miss Universe for his blog, Critical Beauty. He points to the brief on-screen time that the record number of candidates, 41 more than last year, were given this year in the iconic evening gown round in the preliminaries, compared to the longer exposure they had in previous years, which gives judges more time to evaluate contestants. These videos are unedited by ABC News.
How in the world could you possibly allow 127 girls, many of them took 6 months to a year to prepare, only to come to Mexico and just stand there for like 1 or 2 seconds. This is a business, okay? The more country you invite, obviously the more money you make. But I think this year they sacrifice quality over quantity. And I think that's really triggered a lot of fans, frustration and disappointment.
The business part of it has sort of just taken over everything.
Yes, of course.
Questions have also surfaced about the ethics of the current leadership.
If you were to take a look at any other national organization for a pageant, you don't know with the owner. You're not supposed to. You're in the background.
Just weeks before the competition, Miss Universe co-owner Anne Jokra-Jutatip and her associate Asmel Sousa going live on a since-deleted TikTok, revealing their top 30 picks.
They were both looking at Anne's laptop, and Anne was checking out the photos, the headshots of the girls.
Number 1, Mexico. Number 2, Dominican Republic. Number 3, Denmark.
As a pageant fan, okay, when I saw that, I was horrified. How could 2 top executives within the Miss Universe organization evaluate or sort of like indirectly choose their favorites? They don't even have any business doing that.
The duo also seeming to mock Miss Lebanon, Nana Kuza, in a video that surfaced online, catching the eye of pageant bloggers, including a Miss Lebanon fan account.
How about Lebanon? No me gusta la foto.
The incident causing Kusa to temporarily withdraw from the pageant, her country demanding an apology from the Miss Universe organization. An apology was issued and the video removed from Instagram.
It's a fragile ecosystem, and it's a very trust-based ecosystem. You really have to trust that they've got everybody's best interests at heart. And so if you do lose that trust, that's definitely gonna be a problem for a lot of women.
Since 2023, Miss USA and Miss Teen USA have been run by Layla Lowisley, known professionally as Layla Rose. But earlier this year,
The surprise from Miss USA, the young woman from Utah announcing that she is resigning her title.
Miss Teen USA has now resigned just 2 days after Miss USA stepped down from her role.
After experiencing what their mothers say was a toxic environment of harassment and bullying.
24-year-old Noelia Voigt and 16-year-old Uma Sofia Srivastava had done what nobody else had ever done in the 70-year history of the pageant.
My personal values no longer align with the direction that the organization is going into.
That was, earth-shattering within that realm. People voluntarily resigning and doing it in a very public way just shows how unhappy contestants are. That is just very problematic for the organization overall.
In an 8-page resignation letter obtained by ABC News, Noelia said she was giving up her crown for the sake of her physical and mental health. And she blasted Miss USA and its president, Layla Rose, writing in part, "There is a toxic work environment within the Miss USA organization that, at best, is poor management, and at worst, is bullying and harassment."
At the time, the Miss USA organization told ABC News, "We're committed to fostering a healthy, communicative, and supportive environment for all contestants, state title holders, national title holders, and staff."
Unfortunately, when they had stepped down, a lot of people, I don't want to say brushed it off. They're being dramatic, oh, what did they expect? Noelia cited mental health. I will always drive the point home that it was mental health issues that were caused by the current management.
Claudia Engelhardt, who competes in other pageants herself, worked closely with the title holders as the social media director for the Miss USA organization.
I couldn't think of a more perfect dream role. I was definitely on cloud 9.
How long did that feeling on cloud 9 last?
Maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Not even. For me, Miss USA stands for women's empowerment. And when I was there, it was very much not that under current leadership.
What was it?
The opposite. Belittling, berating, tearing people down, not supporting them.
Claudia says she witnessed Layla Rose micromanaging her staff and at one point allegedly taking over the official Miss USA Instagram account, blocking followers and posting as Noelia.
Even after I started, she was the one primarily posting, censoring, blocking.
So the CEO, the owner of Miss USA,
oh yeah,
you're saying was posting on Instagram from her phone.
Oh, absolutely.
And then commenting as the reigning.
Absolutely. There were 3 people that had access, myself and Noelia. I did not do it, Noelia didn't. The math is mathing on that one. Yeah. It was her.
In texts reviewed by ABC News, Noelia confronted Layla Rose and the rest of the Miss USA team, writing, "I saw that someone with access to the account seems to be commenting on my behalf. I'm not comfortable with this at all." The comments Noelia referenced included ones like, "Thank you, Layla Rose, for making all of this happen," and "She's been going over and beyond. Love our president."
What was the problem with that?
Well, the problem, I think, was not correct representation. So there's nothing legally that she did wrong. However, that's when it comes down to this ethics and morals where it isn't right.
ABC News has exclusively learned that the current Miss USA, Alma Cooper, has retained an attorney in connection with her role as Miss USA. They declined to comment. ABC News reached out to Layla Rose for an interview and comment, but didn't hear back.
Miss Universe is Layla's boss. So the only person that has the power to fire her is Miss Universe. The people that have the ability to produce these pageants and direct these girls, we need to hold them more accountable. It's never the girl that is the problem more often than not. It's the people that are managing these young women in these positions.
After the episode aired, the Miss Universe organization posted a statement online saying, in part, "Throughout decades, the Miss Universe organization has exemplified virtues of inclusivity, empowerment, and global unity. Our commitment to these principles has remained unwavering, offering women from diverse cultures a platform to achieve personal and professional growth." The documentary in question irresponsibly challenges the beliefs we hold dear, disseminating false claims with the intention of smearing the Miss Universe organization. We ardently refute these allegations that underscore our dedication to maintaining a supportive, ethical environment for all participants. our authenticity and dedication to promoting cultural interactions, social activism, and personal development go beyond conjecture, grounded in decades of positive impact around the globe. Miss Universe remains unwavering in its mission to foster unity, celebrate diversity, and champion women's empowerment.